I am Dr. Nadeem Sajjad Raja. You are watching my YouTube channel, Dr. Raja Nadeem Sajjad Official. Today I'm going to talk about prostatitis. Prostatitis is actually infection of the prostate or swelling of the prostate gland, which is a walnut-sized gland situated directly below the bladder in men. The prostate gland produces a fluid which is called as a semen. This semen nourishes and transports sperms. Prostatitis often causes painful or difficult urination. Other symptoms include pain in the groin, in pelvic area, in the genitals, and some patients experience flu-like symptoms as well. Prostatitis affects men of all ages, but tends to be more common in men 50 years or younger. Prostatitis has numerous causes. Sometimes the cause is not identified. If it is caused by the bacteria, then it can be easily treated with antibiotics. Bacterial peritonitis is caused by the typical urinary pathogens, for example, Klebsiella, Proteus, E. coli, in some cases Pseudomonas, Enterococcus, and possibly by chlamydia. It is still a mystery how these organisms enter and infect the prostate. Chronic infections or chronic prostatitis may be caused by the bacteria which are not killed, not eradicated. Now we talk about the signs and symptoms of the prostatitis. Signs and symptoms of prostatitis. There are typical signs and symptoms. There is a variety, or maybe we can say range from the mild symptoms to the full-blown sepsis. Sometimes obstruction, pain, and irritation. So irritation is manifested by a frequency and urgency, obstruction, a sensation of incomplete bladder emptying, a need to go back to the toilet again after coming back to the toilet. Sometimes people experience nocturia. Pain is usually or typically in the perineum, but may be perceived at the tip of the penis, lower back, or some patients experience pain in the testes. Many patients also report painful ejaculation. In acute bacterial prostatitis, some people present with signs of systemic illness. For example, fever, chills, malaise, pain in the body. Prostate is tender, diffusely swollen, boggy, indurated, or combination of these signs and symptoms. There are also signs and symptoms of the generalized sepsis. For example, increased heart rate, shortness of breath, and sometimes low blood pressure. Chronic prostatitis, actually this is due to with or without complete resolution of the infection. So infections, signs and symptoms in chronic prostatitis are usually milder than acute prostatitis. In chronic prostatitis, many patients experience painful ejaculation. Their normal life is affected, so their quality of life is compromised. They also experience symptoms of urinary irritation or obstruction. On examination, the prostate may be tender, but usually it's not a bogey or not swollen. So how the prostatitis is diagnosed? So your doctor will take your detailed history, and then the doctor will examine you, and on the basis of the detailed history as well as examination, so different diagnostic approaches will be adopted. For example, urine test. So urine will be sent to look for the bacteria if any bacteria is causing prostatitis. And also the doctor will send for analysis of the urine for the analysis of the urine. Might be depending on the severity of the illness. So the other blood culture, for example, other blood tests, for example, blood culture, if patient presented with fever, chills, etc., then blood culture will be done. In some cases, doctor will do post-prostatic massage. In that case, they take the secretions of the prostate by doing massage, and then these secretions will be sent to the lab for testing. Doctor can order maybe CT scan or sonogram of the prostate as well. If patient is presenting with acute bacterial prostatitis, then blood culture is very important, and also urine culture is very important. These tests will be done. Once the causative agent is isolated in case of bacterial prostatitis, then the laboratory will do antibiotic susceptibility testing, and then antibiotic will be chosen on the basis of antibiotic susceptibility test results. Before going into the management section, I like to highlight several risk factors for prostatitis as well as the complications. As I mentioned earlier, being young or middle-aged men, having had prostatitis previously, so these are the risk factors. Having an infection in the bladder or the tube that transports semen and urine to the penis. Any injury, any trauma from horse riding or cycling, or if any patient is admitted into the hospital and insertion of the catheter, so that could also cause the trauma and infection, and then organisms can reach into the prostate. HIV or AIDS, or patient had a biopsy, prostate biopsy for any reason. In complications, the most important complications are, as I mentioned earlier, if the bacteria reach to the blood, then they cause systemic illness or bacteremia, or epididymitis. In some cases, we also see prostate abscess, semen abnormalities, and infertility, which can occur with chronic prostatitis. Treatment always depends on the cause of the prostatitis. If it is a bacterial prostatitis, acute prostatitis, then it will be treated with antibiotics, initially intravenous or through the vein. Once patient has improved, then antibiotics will be switched to oral antibiotics. Your doctor will choose appropriate antibiotic on the basis of culture results, and doctor will also determine the duration of antibiotic therapy on the basis of the response and improvement. So in addition to antibiotics, other supportive treatment will be given. For example, to reduce the fever, paracetamol will be given. In case of chronic bacterial peritonitis, antibiotics are usually given for 6 weeks, and in most of the cases oral antibiotics are given, for example quinolones. There are other medications which are used to treat prostatitis. For example, one group of medicine which is called as alpha blockers. Alpha blockers help to relax the bladder neck and muscle fibers, where your prostate joins your bladder, and this treatment might ease symptoms such as painful urination. Anti-inflammatory drugs are also used. For example, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. They make patient more comfortable, and also it's very important if you experience any sign and symptoms of the prostatitis, please see your doctor, your general practitioner, and your general practitioner will refer to urologist or infectious diseases consultant. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button. Thank you.